I don't even know how to even describe this chapter as but Kenpachi slashes lava, Kenpachi slashes water, Kenpachi can slash things. That is literally how I can describe this chapter in what is there to talk about in this chapter? I don't even feel I should be reviewing this chapter because I felt like in those 2 seconds right now, I have pretty much just described what's happened in this chapter. Literally, just I think the most dialogue we got from this chapter was from Kenpachi's punks just saying, "Oh, like ever since that shit's appeared, like you can notice that Zaraki's like Ryatsu is here." So what is he like on a completely? Is it like Bankai Ichigo where you can't sense his power levels anymore? Like, is it like where he's that powerful that he literally threw away all his Ryatsu and pretty much he's just this monster now? Is like I'm guessing that Kenpachi is like maybe even higher now than like what Bankai Ichigo was. So that's what I'm pretty much guessing. Like that's the only thing to talk about, and pretty much the Stern Reader was just like pulling off all this shit. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna imagine that you're gonna get hit by lava. Kenpachi slash. All right, you're gonna be in water slash. Okay, you're gonna be in a giant earth. You're throwing earth, wind, fire, water at this guy, and it's doing nothing. What don't you understand? That you cannot fuck with Kenpachi. Kenpachi fucks with you. That is pretty much what this chapter was showing for us. And it's like nothing happened, and I feel like this is all the reasons why it's like when people say, "Oh, you only just want fighting. You only just want this and that." It's like this was a pure fighting chapter, people. And when I was looking at the other big three today, I enjoyed the other two, and they were dialogue as heavy as fuck. And that's because that was progressing the story, it was interesting, and it was getting me emotionally attached. But with this, it was just like, I love Kenpachi, this is the reason I did like this chapter, but I feel like Kubo is pulling that Oda shit right now, where he's dragging the shit along now, and it's like, come on, what is going on with this? Like, I feel like we already got this from last chapter, that you do not fuck with Kenpachi. No one fucks with this man. He fucks people, not he gets fucked by. That's pretty much, unless you're too hard buck, then that's kind of understandable. But throughout like this most chapter, he just pretty much just proved this guy wrong, saying that Kenpachi is stronger than his imagination, and saying like, oh, I'm cutting you, but it's like I'll just heal myself, and it's like they're just gonna have an eternal battle, and it's just him like rescuing Yachiru since like a body is made out of freaking cookies right now. And it's like, and I think like another reason we found out in this one was that, okay, if he doesn't focus too much, then I guess stuff disappears after a while. So maybe in that road, I'm guessing like he wouldn't have killed like the two captains like that. So I'm guessing like once Kenpachi kills his chump off, that's it. Like, you know, Rose and Dirt are back to life. The captains are back to life, and like, because if it was that simple, then this guy could have just easily killed everyone in like Soul Society with his power. But yeah, we don't know too much. Maybe there's like a area limit to his power or something like that. We don't know too much about. Chapter was like, that's pretty much the chapter. I am disappointed in it, like with like just how much we got in this chapter. Just finding out, oh, Kenpachi, you're badass. Like I know Kenpachi's a badass. I read the fucking series. I watched the anime. I feel like it's an average chapter for Bleach, so I guess it's a 5 this week for it. But it's like, come on, like I mean, I love me fights. I love me Kenpachi when he goes in fucking people up. But it's like, give us a little bit more fucking context at least. Like give us. I don't know, get this Kenpachi saying like, "Oh, I've gotten this strong," or "I trained with him." Just say something, man. Like I don't want to see like fucking pages just fly by. It's ridiculous at this point. Which is really bad because I never really talked that bad against Bleach, and I guess this is like one of the first times I've talked bad about it on like a video. So like, let me know what you think in the comment section down below of this chapter of Bleach. But that's all for me. I want to thank them much for watching. As always, remember, I'll see you guys